Om. Om. So we are going to do Jathara Parivartanasana, that means the twist of the stomach. And we are going to make some variation. So first we are going to take the sticky mat in the border and look exactly how my arms are. So hands, arms, shoulders in the same line. Fine? So after that you should pull out the sticky mat as you want to break and turn the palms up. So also not only you are creating expansion, extension for your collarbones to the direction of the hands, as well the arms and shoulders are rotating in the direction of the floor. After that you are going to extend one leg, catching from inside as you want to do just Supta Padangusthasana 1. And when you are doing this, you are going to create the connection of the outer foot that is going to the hip direction. Look, my foot, can you see now, is lost. Now look, when I'm opening the toes and moving down the outer border, what happened? Can you see already? Directly, the femur is moving more into the hip socket, and then you feel already much more possibility to move the femur away from the side ribs. So it's creating space from the side of the chest. After that, keeping this connection, you are going to move the leg to the side. But can you see? You should keep the same action. So femur into the hip socket and the femur moving away from the ribs. So can you see? The hips and the chest are not changing shape, comparing the same in Supta Padangusthasana 1 or also when the leg is on the floor. So this shouldn't move. How is possible? The action of arm in the direction of the shoulder socket, mainly the action of the leg into the hip socket. So after this, you are going to create this condition. So the other leg is moving a little closer, like you want to do Marichasana, and then the leg is going a little, the thigh is going closer to the other one. So can you see, we are preparing Jathara Parivartanasana. It's not dropping like this, is the femur, that the first leg, is moving into the hip socket all the time. So the final pose should be in this way. So as Guruji was saying, this pose that are many times called abdominal pose is not abdominal because you want to create contraction in the abdomen, but actually you are absolutely going with the action of the legs, the breath, and as you noticed, my abdomen is working as the twist, is moving from one side to the other one. Jathara Parivartanasana, the twist of the stomach. So in this way it's possible to do. If you're trying to do directly from the spine or contracting the abdomen, how is possible to twist? How is possible to create the rotation of the stomach? It's not possible. Okay, so let's try first this. Bend the legs. Catch the sticky mat with your hands. Legs bent, so your feet are very close to the hips. Feet very close to the hips. So if some of you feel tension in the neck, you can also place a blanket for the head. So pull the sticky mat out in such a way you can create extension from the middle, sternum, collarbones to the side. And now place the palms like inside the sticky mat, so roll the sticky mat in such a way the palms are facing up and continue to pull out. So this rotation of the arms and sticky mat, feel that you can rotate actually the shoulders in the direction of the floor, shoulders away from the ears. So also your neck is kept long. Bend the right leg up. Now move the knee close to your chest, and now the left arm is continuing to pull the sticky mat. Instead, the right arm is going inside the leg, as I showed you, and now catch the big toe. Now let's try to do without belt. You should place the index finger and middle finger between the big toe and the second toe. And now just open, try to close the hand as a fist, as you want to do a fist. So not only catch the big toe with the tip of the fingers, but totally catch. Totally catch also the part of the finger that are the basement, very close to the palm, to the knuckles. Also that, close as much as possible. Okay, after that, open the toes as much as possible, from the big toe to the little toe. But the knee is not moving out. Actually, the knee and the thigh are resisting against the arm. Open, 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 open. You're not opening. Open the toes. It's really important. The opening of the toes are actually creating then the connection joint by joint. So now extend the leg up. So the idea is not to pull, as I said, the foot in the direction of the shoulder. We are not trying to create a particular extension of the back thigh. But what you want to do, what is the topic, what is the focus, is to move the outer border of the foot to the hip, so the femur is moving on into the hip socket, and move shin and thigh away from the chest. Move away, move away. As you want to touch the wall in front of you. Shin and femur are moving to the hip socket, plus in front of you. Okay, now, keeping this, move to the side now. Go to the side, not so much that you are collapsing, but until you are able to keep, as I showed you, hips and chest as Supta Tadasana. The first step. You should continue to catch the sticky mat and pull it. Come back to the center. Now catch a belt. So it's making a little bit easier. So now watch. I'm showing on her. So lift the leg, one only. So you're going to place the belt on the foot, and you're going to use the belt as a ring. So don't place the belt too long, so place the hand inside as you did before, and now extend the leg. So when you are extending the leg, also if you're not catching the big toe anymore, the belt has to be very close to the heel. The idea is continuing to move the bone of the arm and the leg into the shoulder socket, hip socket. And now, also if you are not catching the big toe anymore, you should act as you are in the previous one. So resist the big toe up and the outer border of the foot down, and then gradually proceed. It's easier because you have more space now, but you should keep the actions. So idea again is to be straight, side of the chest, hips are not moving from the base condition. You should continue to press the heel that is on the floor in such a way the femur is moving in and this side is not lifting. Okay, this is the focus. Okay, all of you, thank you. Place the belt on the left foot. Catch the sticky mat with the right hand, turning the palm up. First of all, open the toes, and then move from the outer border of the foot to your knee, to your hip. And now, extend the leg up. When you're extending the leg, with the idea to move still from the spreading toes condition, the outer border of the foot to the hip. Move the shin and the femur away from the side of the chest more and more. Okay, and now go gradually to the side, a little bit to the side, to the left. Don't go too fast. Okay, now wait. Continue to pull with your right hand the sticky mat, so the shoulder is resisting down, the right one. Increase the pressure of the right heel on the floor, so you can move your right femur into the hip socket and the right side of the sacrum is not moving from the floor. And keep in this condition, more the outer border of the left foot is moving to your hip, more you can go down. But if you feel that the movement down of the leg is making you to lose everything, so don't go too much far down, because you shouldn't go crooked. I said this shouldn't be like a flag, it should be stable. Okay, and then gradually come up. So now I'm showing you again what you should do. Watch. Before I gave as a perspective my hips direction, now is my head direction. So as you are going to the side, with belt or without, now we are going to do with a belt because it's easier for you. So first you are going to the side, you are keeping the action that I said, arm and femur into the hip socket, and now watch what is doing the other leg. is going with a foot parallel to the hip, and then gradually you are staying only on the toe and you are moving the femur parallel to the other one. And the leg that was doing Parsva Supta Padangustasana, you should still move into the hip socket. And from that condition, the hip is going to be stable like a blade, like cutting the floor. Instead, you are starting to increase the pulling of the sticky mat with the other arm and turning the abdomen and the chest in the other direction. Okay, and then gradually come back to the previous pose of the base leg, that was with the foot on the floor, and then come up with the other one. Okay, so lie down. Place the belt on the right foot. First resist with the bent leg that is on the floor, the left one, from the heel that is resisting down, femur into the hip socket, in such a way the sacrum, the left side, is not lifting at all from the floor now. Okay, now extend the right leg. When you are extending the right leg from the outer border of the foot to the hip, also the arm and shoulder down. And now resist away. Now, in the moment that you start to move the right leg to the side, still resist with the left heel down, so the sacrum is not lifting, and you are pulling with the left hand to the left, the sticky mat. So all the left side of the chest is resisting to the left. So left side to the left, but now start to go as an analogical clock. You should feel your arm and the leg as the second in the clock. So gradually down, in, down, in, down, in. Go down and into the hip socket, from the outer foot to the hip. So the point is, go down until you feel the femur is going into the hip socket. You are able to keep that action. After that, now we should work with the other leg also. So you are placing the left foot as much as possible as Marichasana, I would like to say. Pressing, if it's possible, the inner heel and big toe in such a way the left femur and knee are moving closer to the other one. So left femur and knee are moving closer to the right one. Now, as much as possible, move the arm and femur into the hip socket and now lift the heel from the floor, the left one. So when the heel is moving up, you have more range of movement in the left thigh that can go closer to the right. But then, when the left knee is moving in the direction of the right thigh, the hip is lifting, but the right foot and femur, no, should move still into the hip socket until you feel that the hip is going like blade shape, sideways, and now just pull the sticky mat with your left hand more and more and turn the abdomen and the chest more and more in the opposite direction. So you feel the twist, as I was saying, as a stomach twist, as the name of the pose, Parivritta, Jathara Parivarta, Jathara Parivartanasana. Inhale, stay, exhale, twist. Inhale, stay, exhale, twist. And then gradually come up. Other side. Place the belt close to the heel, catch the belt, and now extend the leg up. The other hand, don't forget, you should catch the sticky mat and pull it. So now listen carefully to me. So pull the sticky mat more and more to the right. So you are keeping the right shoulder down. Press on the floor in such a way the femur is moving into the hip socket, and the sacrum as well, the left side is resisting down. Now, start to go to the left side with your left arm and leg, but don't forget, inhale, stay, and exhale, move more into the shoulder socket, the arm. Move more into the hip socket, the femur, and then proceed a little bit more down. Go down more only if you feel that you can keep as the action of the other side of the body, arm that is pulling, right leg that is resisting down and femur in. So the right side of the chest is not lifting from the floor, but only the left leg is proceeding a little bit more down and into the hip socket. Down and into the hip socket. If you feel that this is not anymore under control, stop before. And now rotate the foot, the right one, as Marichasana, as much as possible. Your foot the inner foot is parallel to your sitting bones, hips. If whatever is possible for your knee and for your hip, don't over push. Whatever is possible. Okay, now, after that, continue to move arm and femur into the hip socket, the left side. Now, lift the heel, the right one, from the floor, but continue to pull with the right hand, the sticky mat, otherwise the shoulder is lifting. Don't give that chance. Now, move the right femur more and more in the direction of the left one. So, more the right leg is going to the left, more the left should move into the hip socket until you are going with the hip as much as possible as a blade shape compared to the floor. And now, once more or less that is created, start to pull the sticky mat more and more with the right hand, exhale and create the twist more or less in line with your navel. That point should turn, and then the spine should turn first there, and then a little higher, and then a little higher. So you are rotating the spine in different floor, in different points from the nose, inhale, exhale. Come up. Now watch. We are doing the other side, like Parivritta Supta Padangustasana. So what the other leg should do in Jathara Parivartanasana. So you are catching the leg with the opposite hand. And now what you should do is rotate everything. Look, not only the leg is moving, but all the block, leg and hip, until, can you see, my bent leg is touching the floor. And then you can control by this pressure the movement of the other one until the hips are as much as possible perpendicular to the floor and not crooked in this way. After that, as we did before, you are resisting the big toe against the finger, or if you are using the belt, you are resisting with the big toe and inner heel. So you can see, if there is too much the action of move the femur into the hip socket in this leg, what happens in the hips? Can you see? It's not anymore as a blade. Instead, if you are resisting a little bit more the inner heel and the big toe against the belt, so the leg is going a little bit more away from the body. So look here now. It's kind of perpendicular. Then you are catching the sticky mat with the opposite hand and pulling, and then what is going on is the hip is kind of blade shape as before, but you are rotating the abdomen and the chest in the other direction. Before to extend the leg already, open the toes as we did before and extend the leg up. You should catch with the opposite hand. No, you should catch with the opposite hand. Don't forget what we did before, because now we change the leg and then you are doing the same mistake of before. Don't pull to your shoulder. Yes. From the outer border of the foot to the hip, and then femur and shin away from the side chest. Did you see how much the habit is strong? So femur away, hip away. Right. Now, continue to pull the sticky mat with the left hand to the left, and now move as a block. You are just moving from the heel, so the foot, to the side part, no, together. Don't move only the right leg, move everything in the same time. So you are touching the thigh on the floor. The pressing of the thigh on the floor is not giving you the chance to collapse. Do you feel it? Go down. You should. The outer border of the foot should resist a little bit in the direction of the left hip, but not so much that now the left hip is going again in the direction of the floor. So you should push the heel, the big toe, in the direction of the belt in such a way your left hip is going to the foot direction until your hips are perpendicular to the floor. So the left hip in line with the right. Okay? The right leg is there in such a way you can push down the knee and you are not collapsing. You can also move the knee a little higher. In such a way, more the femur are parallel to each other, better it is. Okay, now, place the belt on the foot. Then, inhale, exhale, keep soft your mouth, your eyes, that shouldn't be involved. Okay, and then, outer border of the right foot down, and then move the femur away from your ribs. Start to pull the sticky mat with the right hand to the right, more and more. So already, because you are pulling the sticky mat with the right hand to the right, already you have a kind of resistance with the abdomen, right chest down. Once you are there, now start to move all together the foot, the left foot, left thigh, hip, right leg as a block in the left direction, but in the same time pull still more the sticky mat, press against the floor so you're not collapsing. The leg that is on the floor, the right one, resists. And now pull that sticky mat with the right hand and rotate only the abdomen. Should move, look, not here, because too much, usually we have the concentration to turn the upper part. Try to turn from this lower point. Inhale, stay. Exhale, turn here. Yes, inhale, stay. Exhale, turn here. So this is the point of the Jathara Parivartanasana. You should twist the abdomen. Okay, and then gradually, now, move also this leg into the hip socket and then come up. So, look. We are going to the side. Okay. After that, you are continuing to resist the leg that is on the floor against the floor and into the hip socket in such a way the hip that is up is going closer to the foot that is up. And instead, because you will pull the sticky mat with the other hand, the abdomen and chest will turn in that direction, as you did already. After that, you are going to remove the hand from the big toe, catching the sticky mat, and then now you are going to move the leg that is on the floor still higher and then extend. To make a little easier, I will give you a step. Okay, so from here, first you are, as we did before, first is the turning. After this you are catching. And now you are placing the leg on the brick. But what is the tendency of the leg that is down? To go more in that direction. Instead, what we did before? In. This is the leg of Parsva Supta Padangustasana. Okay, so it should move into the hip socket. This one instead have to go in that direction. So this in and this there. Until you have more or less the feet in the same line. And then you are still rotating abdomen and chest as before in the opposite direction. So in this pose, it's not so much the rotation of legs and hips, is more the rotation as all the other twists, this part. So if you were using the belt, use again the belt. Lift the left foot up and place the belt on the foot. Now, extend the leg up. In the moment that you want to move everything, legs and hips, to the right, you should move more and more the bent leg into the hip socket in such a way, like there is a hand that is supporting you. Okay, and until your right leg is touching the floor, right? It's touching the floor. And now, keep the left leg straight, resisting against the belt. The leg that is on the floor is resisting down and into the hip socket, like before. Press more the outer border of the foot on the floor. Femur in. Yes, this is very important. The right femur into the hip socket. Instead, the left leg is going a little bit to the belt. So it's different, opposite action. The down on the floor and in. What is up? to the belt. So the hip is going blade shape. Okay, now the brick you placed in the line with your abdomen. Now place the knee and the thigh on the top of the brick and extend that leg. Don't collapse with the second one. Okay, so now the hips are stable, and now pull more and more the belt, the sticky mat, with your left hand and turn abdomen and chest from the navel higher. More. Don't lose the action at least of the base leg. The base leg is not just relaxed on the brick, it's just a little support, but to say to you, hey, wake up, don't drop on me. Okay, and then gradually come back to the center. Okay, we are building the pose as a puzzle by the action, step by step. So when you are creating this condition, it's totally different pose. Right foot up, and catch with the left hand. Now catch the sticky mat with the right hand, pull the sticky mat to the right, shoulder down. Okay, and now gradually open the toes, extend the leg, but when you're extending the leg, you should move the femur away from the ribs. Increase the pressure of the left heel and outer border of the foot on the floor. And think that someone is resisting your knee to the hip also when you are going to the side. Go. So you can go very smoothly down. And now you are lifting the other leg and then you are placing on the brick. Good. And now extend this leg. Don't forget, the leg that is on the brick, once extend, you should move from the outer border of the foot to the hip. And the leg that is up, that is the right one, is going to the belt direction. Now, pull the belt with your left hand and start to pull the sticky mat more and more to the right and turn abdomen and chest. Inhale, exhale, turn. So don't watch for the performance, just feel the actions. Feel if the pose is becoming lighter because it's created by many points. Resist. The leg that is down, in. Don't push on me. It's me that is pushing you. So open the eyes, be on the present. Inhale, exhale. Yes. Okay, now resisting the leg that is against the brick into the hip socket. Then pull both the belt and the sticky mat. Okay, enough. So come back to the center. Now watch. You are going to place, if you have two bricks, one in one side and the other in the other side. Now this final pose should come much better than usually, hopefully. Go down. Place your head down. Now the bricks with the same distance that we used before, because the leg that is closer to the floor should be supported. Okay? If you are able to not touch the brick, good. Catch the sticky mat and pull it. Both in the opposite direction. Move your knees in the direction of the chest. Toes to the knees. Pull more the sticky mat out. Now, extend the right leg only. Outer border of the foot to the hip. And now just move everything to the side as we did before. So don't watch the foot. Keep that corner of before. Just go to the right. Then touch the brick or don't touch, whatever. And now still pull with the left hand to the left. And turn abdomen and chest to the left. Bend that leg. And now come back to the center, inhaling. Other side. Extend the other leg. And this leg should move into the hip socket all the time when you are going to the side. Okay, go to the side more and more and move from the outer border of the foot to the hip more and more, keeping the control. And now you are pulling the sticky mat more and more from the right sacrum to the right knee. Okay, and then gradually inhale, move the femur still into the hip socket, the left one, and then come up. Now, final. Both the legs. First, you should believe to yourself, because if you don't believe, you don't have a little courage, you are not keeping your concentration. If you are not using the memory as a platform, how you can succeed? You can find also in the Yoga Sutra of Patanjali. Shraddha, Virya, Smriti, Samadhi, Prajna, Purvaka, Itaresham. if you want to succeed, if you want to go in the right direction, what is important to have as a base? You should believe, you should have courage, braveness, you should have concentration, you should use the memory as a platform to proceed and collect new knowledge, fresh knowledge, not to be trapped by the previous knowledge. Catch the sticky mat. Last one. Turn the palms up. And now move the knees closer to the chest, both. Move the toes in the direction of your knees, so you can actually move your knees closer to your chest as well, but knees together. Now, extend both the legs up, and outer border of the feet down, particularly the outer border of the right foot, because don't forget, we are going to the right leg is the driver. Should move from the right outer border of the foot to the hip all the time. So now go gradually to the right, and when you are going to the right, pull the left hand and move the right leg from the outer border of the foot to the hip, more and more, more and more. Inhale, stay, exhale, do a little bit more. Don't lift the shoulder at all. Inhale, stay, exhale, do a little bit more. Once you feel that you need to stop, stop, or once you feel that the brick is there, stop, and then just try to continue to move from the outer border of the right foot to the hip and pull with the left hand to the left and turn from the navel to the chest, more and more in the direction of the left. Okay, now inhale, move the right femur still into the hip socket and pull the left hand and move up your legs. Bend the legs and touch the floor, rest a little bit, breathe normally. So what is the tendency? Is to contract. Okay, don't do so much from the legs and do a lot from the abdomen. What is the principle of Iyengar yoga? Is to work from the peripheral point to the spine. The spine, the organ should just receive. You are not creating any tension over there. Again, toes up, move the knees in the direction of the chest, keep this condition, pull the sticky mat out and keep the shoulders down. Now extend the legs both, and now mainly open the toes, but mainly the left border of the outer border of the left foot down to the hip constantly, femur into the hip socket, and the right hand that is pulling to the right. Move more and more only under exhalation. Proceed, up to you. Keep from the outer border of the left foot to the hip, femur into the hip socket. In the same time, pull the sticky mat with the right hand. Feel that under exhalation, you can increase the rotation more and more from the navel up to the chest. Increase the rotation from left to right. Gradually inhale, increasing the movement of the right hand pulling to the right and the left leg moving to the hip socket. Come up. Come up. Okay, and then bend the legs. Fine.